Hello friends, today I'll be talking about the Cognizant GNC program for which I got selected. First of all, what is Cognizant GNC? It is the for hiring of software engineer for the post of programmer analyst training. So in this you can have an internship offer or you cannot. I don't want internship offer also is fine. So during the registration process, they'll ask you whether you want internship offer or you don't want internship offer, so you can select which one you want. But the internship OIL is you'll get a stipend, so it is a good offer process. And the salary package is 4 lakhs per annum. And, yeah, so what are the steps in this? So first of all, yes, so I have modified the slide a little bit. So in the first one, you have this aptitude round in which we have, quantitative questions or aptitude questions like percentages, work and time, blood relations. So blood relations and the directions are all all logical reasoning questions. So all of this will be having aptitude questions, logical reasoning, and verbal. Okay, so you can refer any good aptitude book and you can solve them. The questions are, I would say, easy to moderate level only. It's not too tough. You can get it done. Then we have this communication round. If you are from CBS, you might remember that in your ninth and 10th class, you used to have some speaking and listening tests in which you used to take to auditorium and over there they'll play some clip and you have to, with respect to that, you have to answer some questions. And then for the speaking one, you'll be giving one topic in which we have to talk for about 1 or 2 minutes. So that is what will done over here, the communication round. Otherwise, they'll give you one. But I'll talk about this later on as well. So my interview lasted for 30 minutes. That's the last step. Mm. Yes. So these are some of the questions, game-based aptitude, and other kind of questions which you can get. So here we need to find which symbol will come. The condition is that in every row and every column we need to have a unique shape over it. So obviously circle will be a unique shape. And in this one on the left hand side, you're given some rules. So on the right hand side also the same rules has apply. So with respect to that, I need to select some. And for communication assessment, yes, I was telling. So they may give you a paragraph in which you have to read it, and that will be recorded in a computer. Yeah, and there's only like a once you can record it. Also, they'll give you one topic. For example, for me, they gave me childhood days. So that you need to speak for about 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then yes, that will get recorded. That's it. So make sure that you are using a good headphone or you are in a quiet place. Then at the last, I would say the last round is the interview round. So this will usually come like after a week or two after done a communication assessment. So here the questions that you asked me was tell me about yourself, who and all are there in the family. These are HR questions. So with you can make it up these answers. I will just be discussing all the questions over here. So yeah, the answers you can figure it out by looking at Google. Yeah, what subjects you like and how much you're confident in that. For example, it's a data structure. So any subject, computer related subject you say, and then they'll ask you questions with respect to that only. And then you can also say that what are all languages you know. Also, you can say some achievements as well. For example, you have participated really good in hackathon, so that also you can mention it. Or if you are passed in a gate exam, then you can mention it. It will have a good impact. That's all I can say. And then the data structure interview questions. So he asked me all these simple questions only. What is a tree? And the difference between singly linked list and doubly linked list. What is the AVL tree? What is red black tree? And what is the heap? What is row measure, column measure matrix? So, so all these questions, I would say, there are some of the important questions that the interviewers usually ask. And the person who was taking my interview, he was also from CS background. And yeah, he was working in the company for 3 to 4 years. So, yeah, don't argue with the interviewer. If you're wrong, just admit it. Okay, because they have more knowledge with you, with them, because they worked in the company, they know how the things actually work. We students have just studied in theory, right? So we don't know, but they know practically how it's done in projects and everything. Then I told my favorite language is Java. So these are some of the questions which they asked me. What is the difference between constructor and method? Then can class return anything? So this second question I know is very twisting, I would say. A class can return something. For example, it can return int or float. So many people don't know, and it's not taught to us also, but classes can return. And this OOPS concept is very important. The four concepts: polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, and the last one is polymorphism, abstraction. Yeah, and so I'm not able to remember the last one, but you can check it out in Google. So, and the difference between finalized, finally, and final is also one very important question, I would say. One is used for garbage collection, and you know, finalized is just a garbage collection, and finally is used in the exceptional handling, and final is kind of used for something called constant keyword or const keyword if you worked in C or C++. Then he asked me what is the difference between the double equal to and the equals operator. So double equal to, as you can say, is a relational operator, and equals is a method. Yes, so that's it, I would say. And also, he asked me to solve some aptitude questions, which I was not really expecting them. Those questions were really like based on percentages, ratios, yeah, and all those kind of things. So if you have I would say, decent grip on aptitude, then you should be able to do it. Then he asked me to take a paper and solve and tell him the answer. I was given 2 3 attempts. That's it. So I performed decently. So thank you for watching this video. I wish that you have got some idea at least, and hope to see you in the next one. If you have any doubt, please ask. Thank you.